Hello guys. I'd like to talk about the importance about the standard point. Uh, there is a specified word in the industry, manufacturing or the machining centers or something like. There is a standard words, but I cannot remember what that was in English. But I'm talking about the standard. Anyway, when we talk about the vector in physics or the drawing 3D any 3D object, we talk about the vector or the point x, y, z, something like dimensions to point exactly where it is located. But it's no use if we don't know about the 0 point, x0, y0, z0, or fourth dimension, w0, something like uw, something like that. So it's very similar to that. When you talk about the graphics card, yes, it's about graphics card, but what I'm talking about is that many people say, as an example, GT X550 Ti is a very weak card, some people might say, and I actually heard that comment a few times. And if someone said like that, then it could mean very not clear. It's not clearly stated statement, because if that people said, GTX 550 Ti is very weak card, weak VGA graphics card, then that means somebody think it doesn't make sense. If we had the card like TNT to 60 M64 graphics card, then it's a huge upgrade to him if he got the GTX GeForce 550 Ti graphics card. So the standpoint in his mind or her mind is very important to recognize its value. The standardization is very important in that meaning, because the stand regulations kind of legal, if it has a legal impact on practices, then because of the standard point, it could be a lie, telling a lie, because it could not meet the standard regulations. So standpoint or the regulation rules is very important. Because of that, the opinions from one party becomes a lie, telling a lie, or the other parties, what they say, has no useless words if they practices, but it could be the right things because of the standpoint regulations, which is specified or ruled. So I'll keep continuing using the graphics card as a case. So weak card or strong card, if somebody using that kind of a word to to explain about the graphics card's performance, then it's very vague. So I'm also and looks very not clearly, and that kind of expressions makes you look dumb and disabled or the challenged, and that kind of person is actually sometimes me. So that's emotional expressions a little bit not clear, and sometimes depending on the mood, conditions, surroundings. So then how can we say if there is a no standardization about the explaining graphics card's performance, then that's why we compare something between. So that's why people start comparing between two products. So as an example, now I can say if GTX 550 Ti is compared with GTX 560 Ti, then I clearly can say 550 Ti is weak because when you play some demo games, the other conditions is perfectly met, running smoothly, but the only factor which is limiting the frame rates is the graphics card. It's clearly, then we can compare the two graphics card clearly, because other conditions are no limiting factors, and we can clearly compare the two cards. So make it more clearly, 550 Ti is lower performance, so it can be called weak graphics card if it is compared to the 560 Ti graphics card, because 560 Ti graphics card in some particular demo game, it displays by MSI Afterburner around 30 FPS. However, the GTX 550 Ti only testing 20 FPS for that particular scene part of the movie cutscene. So now we can clearly say 560 Ti is about 33% 1.5 times better than the 550 Ti graphics card. So this is the way we can say about the graphics card weak or the strong. So if some people or me just saying this is a graphics card very weak graphics card, a 550 Ti weak graphics card, and it makes no nonsense actually. One another reason is that even though it's a GTX 550 Ti graphics card, there are many variants. In my case, I also have 4 variants graphics card. Usually admitted standard GTX 550 Ti I have very famous and original good performance it has, and 3 other variants also I have. that sometimes those cards are sometimes called scams by many people because performance is very lower than the original. And so the word scam is also very like a bit like a vague or kind of that not clear. I know that even my English is not good, so my ability to speak is also not clear. I'm very feel sorry about, and I apologize for that. But anyway, I will make it through this video clearly. And so I just conclude I'm kind of dumb and I cannot make myself understood well in verbal language. However, it's just I know very difficult for many people. So people knowing day by day and this kind of thought, letting me know, getting to know you and getting to know me day by day gradually. So this kind of thought is very helpful actually to look inside of my mind, how my mind is work. So as an example, I like to always enjoy using the graphics card as a case always because that teaches me a lot of the actually social relationships kind of that also. So very like helpful to me think about that sometimes. So yeah, you can probably think like that. So clearly I could check that the normal GTX 550 Ti is less better, and that difference is huge. 1.5 times is a huge difference, I think. So about 33% of FPS is diminished from 60 to 50 Ti. I think that's a huge gaps between the two graphics card, and that is why we could assumably can understand when a person say 550 Ti graphics card is very weak card, then we can understand why he said, even though it's a DDR5 VRAM, normal 1GB, normal one, best performance one, I mean. And another case is that if somebody say something like a vague, vogue, I'm confusing about even the English, so I'm not clear when I'm speaking in English, but I try to clear and always yes, make myself speak English in better way. Not always, maybe, yeah, clearly. Sometimes and often I try to speak better English. And 550 Ti so is sometimes when people say that, another case is that this. If some people say 550 Ti is a very weak card, he or she might pick the variant of the card, meaning GDDR3 version there is. And I found recently that the memory bit 128-bit card. So DDR3 plus 128-bit makes that card very lower performance than the original. I mean in the normally agreed upon is the DDR5 version, 1GB 550 Ti. So 550 Ti could be very weak card. And still, I found recently there is a graphics 550 Ti has a 1.5 gigabyte version from Excel Vision Korea, and then it has a normal same memory bit, 192 memory bit it has. So this means their performance is various, not the same. And 1.5 gigabyte version is almost as same as the normal version graphics, the 550 Ti, because of the additional 0.5 gigabyte memory, VRAM memory help to the performance. So you and me also just be careful, and time goes on, graphics card becomes much better. Latest graphics cards are, so it's actually not a big deal and no much big difference. Those are of course very weak card if you compare to the latest VGA graphics card. So there is no meaning. That's all trash from the view of the RTX 2080 Ti user's viewpoint. And I can understand in that point of view. Actually, there is no much difference from the DDR3 or DDR5 version. Just resolutions, all kind of circumstances, options, settings you can configure to play the game properly. So not much difference. It's just an old graphics card and retro graphics card it becomes day by day. And thank you for watching. And I enjoyed speaking this. This is Micro. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.